Cano, paramedic Ellis Simpson. So one of you is Ridley, the other is Ellis. And I guess I'm supposed to figure that out based on which bag you have. Because you have this bag and you have that bag, because I can tell because you have different hats on. Frankly, don't know. Apparently I don't know the difference between medic and paramedic in this instance, or how to easily tell the difference. Well, we're gonna say you're Ridley Cano. And then that would make you Ellis Simpson. Also, I believe the girl said, Darius, take another photo of us. And so that would mean that the photographer is Darius. And then we need to figure out, well, A, what your name is, and B, what the, who each of the girls is. Just trying to figure out... Sandra should have given us better models. So you're Sandra Harper. Okay, so using this and this, we need to identify the different girls. So first off, okay. And so that gives us their hairstyles and such. And so you... Okay, and so they each have a different color of lipstick and nail polish. She also has a tattoo in blue, which I believe we can't see any of that from either of these. You do have a blue stripe on the hat, which is maybe an indication, but I don't think that's the case. And so we can identify, based on lipstick, whose bag is whose. Red lipstick, and another red lipstick, and a blue lipstick, and a green lipstick. And so I assume I'm supposed to be doing this partly based on the hair, which would mean that I think this is Pam. Which would make sense with her being a smoker because she has cigarettes in her bag, assuming that this is her bag. Because there's the red lipstick here. There is one other bag with red lipstick, but I think that's like her bag or something. Okay. So yeah, essentially what we're doing is we're identifying these three, and then we need to identify which one is there. So I think what it's really intending for us to do is start by identifying the photos and then use that to fill in which of them is which when we can't see their faces. So I think this is Pam Campbell, which would then make this Pam Campbell. Okay. So on this list, there's Pam Campbell, that's a smoker. Jennifer Gibson is a smoker. Wendy Marshall is a smoker. So it's split essentially half and half, smokers, non-smokers. I'm not going to worry about their heights because I don't think that's really a thing. Unless they really want me to say, like, she's the tallest and therefore is taller than Pam, which would mean that she'd have to be like Jennifer Gibson or Kelly Green. And it might be something as simple as she's Kelly Green also because she's got green lipstick and all that. And the green lipstick is a smoker, which would then maybe make her Jennifer Gibson, if that's what they want to be doing. What does Jennifer Gibson look like in here? She looks maybe like she's got the right hairstyle, maybe? I guess maybe that's Jennifer Gibson. I don't know if that's the right train of logic for this. Which then means you're Jennifer Gibson over here because you've got the tattoo and that's you and you've got the blue. Anyways, that's who you are. As for you... Yeah, I don't know that lining it up by hair is really going to help me here. So either way, we believe this. So we know this is her bag, and we believe that's Pam Campbell. This is her bag, which we think is Jennifer Gibson, which would mean that this is her bag. And she is not a smoker and does do drugs. And then presumably the height does matter because she looks like she's shorter than the others. So she'd have to be lower than 5'8" and a non-smoker. Could be Sasha or Eve. So if I'm following that train of thought correctly, it's Sasha or Eve. And Sasha has a mole, and Eve does not. So I assume that's Eve, if I'm following this right. Nope, okay. Not terribly surprised by that. And just out of curiosity, I doubt this is the case, but just in case, we did this. Yep, no surprise. Alright, so no surprise. I made a number of sketchy leaps of logic. See, I'm pretty confident you can't be Amy Wood. So looking at this, you have to be one of the women who has a mole on their face. Which would either be Sasha, Debbie, Pam, and specifically a mole on the cheek, not on, like, the lip. So Sasha, Debbie, Vicky, Pam, and Amy. Sasha, Debbie, Vicky, Pam, Amy. Sasha can't be it. Debbie could. Pam, Vicky, Amy. So it could be Pam, Vicky, or Amy. I'm sorry, Pam, Vicky, or Debbie. Because we know she's a smoker. So I could have just been wrong on you. And how would that change the heights? So if it were Debbie, she would have been 5'4", and then for a non-smoker who is shorter than her, there are none. If she were Vicky, there would be non-smokers who are the same height as her. Which would be Sasha and Eve. And then that brings us back to the mole. So, are you instead Vicky? Is that who you are? I mean, you're definitely not, because I filled in enough things that it's not changing. Okay, I'm definitely, like, way off on this. That's a problem. Yeah. So, once again, it really comes down to I need to identify who they are, is really the big thing. Blank blank hired blank blank to provide blank for and blank blank. Before the shoot, blank blank secretly blank blank to the blank to make the blank blank. This works so blank blank aimed the blank at the blank to blank their blank blank. But blank blanks blank created an emergency, so the organizers had to call for blank. So I'm pretty sure this is Marie Westlake secretly added. It's drugs. It's gonna make me specify which drug, which I guess we'll just do right now. It was Sunny's to the soda, the orange, to make the or maybe she didn't do that. No, I'm pretty sure it's so that to make them energetic. I just wasn't sure if that was specifically the best drug for that. But regardless, we know that she has drugs. We know that the bottles have been tampered with, or at least some of them. And those are the ones that they're drinking, yada, yada, yada. We know that she's having a drug interaction, even though she says that she doesn't do any drugs. Which also would mean that she's this one, because she's the only one who does not have drugs in her bag. And they definitely do. And again, she's got these right here. Okay. So we know that this is, or at least we're pretty sure that that's Marie Westlake bag. Is it? Or is it her bag? Yeah, never mind. She has red lipstick. I'm pretty sure that's her bag. Sandra Harper. This is Eugene's. And then it still comes back to, I need to better identify the models. Which I am currently failing to do. And I'm pretty far off from them. Oh, part of the issue is that I put these in the wrong spot. Yeah, like, still not correct, but... Okay, great. So, what am I missing? So this tells us whether they're smokers and tells them their height. This tells us if they have moles, tells us their relative hairstyles, though I don't know how relevant that is here. Like, I would assume that it is, but I'm having trouble identifying by that alone. And you have bangles on your hand. I was hoping that one of them would be showing the tattoo on their arm, but it's on their left arm, and unless this is meant to show... Well, either way, we can't see a tattoo on any of them from this angle. And then zoomed in, it doesn't show their left arms. Alright, I am clearly failing on the models. And there's something obvious I'm missing. So I am a ways off. Let's review some things. And yeah, you're the professional actress, or is this what you say? Blondes and beauty marks. Yeah, I don't think any of that helps me identify. Oh, and you've got the bangles right there. Which I knew I was supposed to be looking for, and then every time I looked at this, I didn't identify it. So that's you right there. Which is helpful for later. Because that means that you are not the one who is in the medic vehicle. Which kind of I assume then that means it's you. Because you have your... Oh, no, never mind. I thought that on this view we could see her left arm. But we can't. Never mind. I was going to say because the tattoo should help with that. Unhelpful. Unhelpful. I just don't know how to identify the models for some reason. And there's nothing like weird about their eyes with like the drugs. It really just is these two, and I'm just failing to identify who they are based on these for some reason. So I just gotta stop being terrible at this and figure it out. So, I guess let's go through this again. So we know that the one with the red lipstick and the one with green lipstick are both smokers. And she is not a smoker. That's what we know. And then we know that they have moles, or at least you have a mole, and I believe the other two don't. At least not on the face. Okay. So. I wish I could have these both at the same time. Pam Campbell, smoker, has a mole. Okay. Jennifer Gibson, smoker, does not have a mole. Kelly Green, non-smoker, non-smoker. Wendy Marshall, Wendy. Does not have mole, also has longer hair, but again, don't know if that's fully relevant here. But either way, it's not Wendy. Debbie, smoker, does have a mole. So you could be Pam, could be Debbie. It's currently where we stand. Based on face shape, assuming this is relevant, I also assume that like you've got a rounded chin, you've got a not rounded chin. I don't know how close that actually is because this game is very stylized in its depictions of things. But it could be Debbie. Vicky. Does have a mole. Does smoke. Could be Vicky. Don't think you are Vicky, but you could be. I know we have you listed as Vicky at the moment. So it really is just Pam, Debbie, or Vicky are the options there. I don't think that's correct, but hey, that's a thing. And so non-smoker, no mole. So Kelly Green is not it. Sasha Hill is not it. And so then Eve or Amy. So you should be Eve Robertson. That should just be correct. Because you're a non-smoker, no mole, and I'm pretty sure that that's that. And I still think you're Pam. So I'm going to change that back for the time being. And it wouldn't be surprising to me if I was just totally wrong on Jennifer Gibson, because I absolutely just guessed that. Kind of. Okay. So then of the smokers without a mole on the face, so Jennifer Gibson is an option. Wendy is an option. So you could be Wendy Marshall. Yep, unsurprisingly, that's not changing anything. Just to double check my errors. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Not that I like brute forcing it, but hey, here we are. So you could be Wendy Marshall, potentially. Debbie Morning and Vicky, I believe, both have face moles. Yeah, so Debbie and Vicky.